Let's go. Alright. Let's turn on the whole map. Alright, so we got Promi here in the top part of the map. The civs here for Promi are, you got the Vietnamese who are in a flank position. And the other flank is the Vikings. And I think Promi got pretty lucky with his pick. Vikings and Vietnamese are both pretty good with their archers and can be a good pocket or flank civ. And then Promi's pockets, they got the Indians who are famous with their Imperial camels. Those should be really strong if Promi can get to those. And then Promi's other pocket are the Franks, who I'm sure we're going to see some paladins at some point. Let's take a look at what Ulysses is doing. So Ulysses has, Teutons has a flank player. He got some vulnerable gold here. We'll see how Ulysses can defend that. And then Ulysses' other flank here in purple is the Mayans. And I like the Mayans here as flank. They could have been pocket, but they're flank instead, which I think is better for Mayans. They can get into their really strong archers. And Mesa civs in general are not great in the pocket position. Got that board a little bit far away from the TC, but I guess purple will have to manage. Alright, and then pockets for Ulysses, we've got Teal, which is the Huns. The Huns can be pretty good in either position, but at least we've got some paladins that could be seen in the pocket here from Ulysses. And then we got Britons for the other pocket civ. Maybe we'll see longbows, but I'm sure Alpha would have rather had the Britons in the flank position. Maybe if Ulysses was luckier, swap the Britons and the Teutons, and we'd get some more ideal positions here, but we'll see how this match plays out. So villages are about even as you'd expect. Let's look at, I noted that the Gray's gold is rather forward. And then green, got some forward stone, but the gold is in the back, which is quite nice. Maybe that'll be helpful for Vietnamese crossbows later on. But yellow's gold is pretty far forward, which we'll see if Promi goes for archers for his Vikings. Maybe they'll do skirmishers, which are pretty strong as AIs. But now they already got some gold mining going on, so I expect archers. And then the mines here. Got some deer right next to the mill. That's a pretty lucky mill placement. We'll need a second mill there. Although some AIs will actually lure the deer into the TC. And got some nice gold position here for purple. We see Ulysses is one of the few AIs that will do an actual building wall here. You'd rather see that on the other side of the base, but at least an AI is walling with houses and other buildings. So looks like we're going to see an Eagle's Rush from the Mayan player rather than archers and two crossbows. And yellow's defending with a watchtower here. Alright, we can see Grave going for the gold here. And it doesn't look like Gray's going up to Castle Age yet, so I expect we'll see some archers perhaps from the Teutons. Kind of looking to see where we might see some action here. Okay, we got some archers here for green. We got fletching, but nothing else here. They're going to target that gold. And Gray doesn't have enough archers here to defend at all. See if Gray starts pumping out skirmishers here. And villagers are going to have to help out in the defense here. I don't know how many villagers have died from that attack. But on the other side, I think we had an attack going on, but yellow defend well. We got some camels coming from the Indians player, which are going to be pretty strong against those British knights. But I might die to this tower because I think in Molulu Kingdoms you still have that thing where camels take extra damage from towers. I'm not sure. But green's still doing some strong damage, and the Franks are helping out here. So gray is not looking too great. And red and yellow are still working together here. Purple is doing better than gray, but still not doing great. So it might be up to the Ulysses pockets to see what they can do. Green's in Castle Age with some crossbows. See the classic knights and crossbows teamwork going on here. Yeah, it's fun to see you all popping in here. It has been a while. Wish we could do this more regularly. Maybe we'll keep these matches coming during the last few matches, the last few rounds. I guess it's not like every 3-4 weeks we have one single match. But too bad this match isn't looking. It's looking pretty one-sided. Promi's doing pretty well here right now. Don't see any siege coming from either player yet, but Knight's taking that TC down really quickly. Siege might not be necessary in this case. And interesting, we got, instead of crossbows from the Vikings player, we've got some knights instead. Might as well if purple doesn't have any army that they have to defend anymore. Those knights can take down the TC a lot faster than some crossbows can. Let's take a look at the pocket players here. So, Orange is doing a full-on boom here. Maybe only a few knights. It's hard to find some military soldiers here from Orange. Only 5 currently right now. Got some knights with chain guarding, and that's about it. Those are going to die to the red player. Oh, we got an attack here from Teal. Got Hun Knights with scale guarding. See if they can do some damage against yellow, but good for yellow. Red's here to defend with some camels. And this attack from yellow might not last too long. Attack from teal might not last too long. Yep, so Gray's out of the game. Not sure why Promi's still targeting Gray, but I expect we'll see them move on pretty soon. Blue is the first to Imperial, but we'll see those Knights turn into Cavaliers pretty soon. Yep, Cavaliers going up for Blue, along with Plate Barding. And looks like Blue might be retargeting to attack Purple or help defend yellow. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of curious to see if that ram will be able to take down that tower. Won't be able to do much else, but we'll see. Yep, that ram went down. This is all that's left of Gray. Maybe this town center is why they're not switching targets yet. That would be my guess. Green's got some pikemen. Doesn't seem all that necessary. Maybe that's to... Maybe Green's thinking about teal here and teal's knights. Alright, Gray is officially resigned. Blue is coming up with Paladin. I think it's only going to be a matter of time for Ulysses here. GG's going to be coming soon, next few minutes I'd say. Heavy camels from red. some time with that mining camp. Yeah, the AI is wasting time on dead players. Dead buildings. It's not too surprising here. Alright. Blue is finally retargeting the teal. See how long teal can last. Teal's got a 135 pop, but it's not going to last too long. Even orange, the highest pop from the Ulysses players right now, is lower than the yellow. So it's definitely not looking good for Ulysses. So we got imp camels from red. I'm kind of curious to see what yellow's going for. Okay, looks like yellow's going into champions. And then for green, I think we had Arbalest coming. Okay, looks like green is switching to rattan archers, is what you expect from Vietnamese. Probably their strongest unit in Imperial Age. Like that, teal is basically gone. This castle's about all what teal has left. Now basically, the only player left is orange. It's interesting to see the Indians have some crossbows maybe left over from the early part of the game. Some monks you don't really see too much anymore nowadays, just low kingdoms special here. Yep, yellow's down into their champions and pikemen. One thing I'm noting is there's not a... Oh, now that I say it, there is a decent amount of siege. At first I was thinking there wasn't a whole lot. I'm noticing that there's not a lot of trebuchets. I don't see any from any player. But when you got bomber cannons, that's all you really need. And we got some elephant archers. Late upgrade and everything. Might as well have some fun with Indians. This feels like the last TC for orange here. Let's see how long. Now that's kind of surprising. Orange has a lot of trade going on still. Not for long. That's okay. Definitely not for long. So we got the first match is over. Promi wins game 1. So let's update the score here. Promi 1, Ulysses 0. So we got a pretty straightforward game there. Just Promi got to a lead. Really, Ulysses was never able to launch an attack. The Promi flank players are just quicker and send in their attack, and once the Promi pockets came in with their knights and camels, the Ulysses flank players really didn't have much to defend with, and it was just snowballed from there. And here we go, game 2. So checking the settings, and here we go. Alright, Marco Polo never made it to the Great Plains of the United States, but he can still explore the map for us here. So as you can see, basically all the trees are here in the middle. And there's like just wasteland everywhere else. So we got starting out farms here for each player, which is great because that's what the players need to rely on. And you'll see we got different civ picks that try to take advantage of those farms. And one thing to note is that the farms, when they're placed by a random map script, aren't affected by any bonuses. So these farms actually don't take advantage of the Chinese team bonus. But all future farms will have plus 45 food from the Dark Age. Whereas the Frank farms, I got the free farm upgrades, but you only can take advantage of that once you get to the feudal age. But those farms will be key. And I'm curious to see what strategies each one will go for. I think it's pretty obvious that the Chinese would ideally go for archers of some kind. They could also go for scouts. Because this map really plays to aggressive strategies because of the needing to secure the middle to get all your resources. And like that, Promi is already reaching the middle with the lumber camp here. I have to say, of the different positions, Ulysses actually did get a luckier start, getting a lot closer to the center wood. But it looks pretty even here. Looking at the, looks like Promi did get out to a slight villager lead here. Got like a villager and a half ahead of Ulysses, which could be pretty significant. We'll see. Right, we got a mining camp going up for Promi, who already advanced, is going up to the feudal age, but Ulysses is actually ahead. With 24 pop feudal, Promi going 26 pop. I'm gonna switch to Ulysses here and see. Okay, we don't have any militia coming out for red. Got some spearmen coming out. I wonder how many that's gonna be. Just one for now. Okay, we got an archer range coming up for red. And Franks, I don't know what we'll expect to see. Archers, might see some skirmishers. I think it's more likely that Promi will go archers. We got an archer range already. Yeah, you got double archer range and archers for sure. And Ulysses is going skirmishers, which will hard counter Promi's strategy. And it'll be key to see if Promi can discover the skirmishers before it's too late, because if Promi goes full archers all the way, okay, we got a single skirmisher. Because these skirmishers could snowball pretty quickly. Alright, looks like Promi's kind of going half and half with skirmishers, archers now. And both military and villagers are basically even right now. And Promi definitely knows that Ulysses is going skirmishers. I don't know if we'll need to respond or not to that. Alright, Promi is attacking first. I can see this lumber camp being pretty vulnerable, but Promi's not going that way. He'll be attacking this one instead, which is also pretty vulnerable. Where are those skirmishers? I didn't catch how many villagers Promi was able to kill. But that might have just disturbed some villagers, and that was about it. We'll see if Ulysses attacks next. Alright, Promi is the first to click Castle Age. That could be the biggest breakpoint going on so far. But Ulysses does have a slight military advantage going on here. But they need to... Ulysses needs to get his army in here and keep the villagers from dying. Alright, here's a big battle right in front of Red's tower. This is not going to turn out well for Promi. Now, if Ulysses wants to take advantage of this, he needs to attack, and looks like he is. And Promi is up to the Castle Age. We'll see if... I don't see any... Okay, we got a stable up for Promi. Let's see what these knights can do against the archers and skirmishers. Now it's Blue's turn to have a tower here to defend. And Ulysses is researching crossbowmen, but it might be... We'll see if that is too late or not. Ulysses definitely has the higher military numbers, but he's keeping them mostly at home right now, canceling the attack. Alright, so the KD is definitely in Promi's favor, but Ulysses definitely has the higher military. There we go. Hey guys, sorry about that. Yeah, so I'll share the recording game after this is over. So give a wrap. Promi attacked first with his archers around here, and Ulysses had the better numbers and he was able to defend. And then Ulysses counterattacked right as he reached Castle Age. And Promi was able to defend pretty well with some knights. And I'd say that Promi is getting the better of this exchange, but the spearmen from Red are definitely helping out. Got a ram coming here from Red, but if that's not defended, those knights are going to take it out in 2 seconds. Numbers wise, it's a break even. And oh, maybe that ram will get a chance to take out the tower. Come on, you can make it. Go, go, go. Oh, okay. I'm curious why that villager made it all the way out here. Alright, let's see. So Ulysses is doing the slightly better boom, it looks like. Got 4 TCs from Ulysses. That's probably why. Got the bigger boom. And bigger military as well. I'm curious to see if we'll see a game 3. That'll be exciting. So it looks like we're sticking with the knights versus crossbows and spearmen. But perhaps Promi is starting to switch into the crossbowmen and skirmishers. Maginot here is able to take advantage of the choke points. Imagine if this was an onager. All this fighting could take out all the trees on the map just in a second. Yeah, this Maginot's the MVP right now. Yeah, so one big thing is Promi's researching Imperial Age right now. Let's see what Ulysses' resources are at now. Ooh. Switching over here. Ulysses needs to do some big trading going on here. Those resources are very imbalanced. Need to get that fixed right now. Because every minute that you let Promi get that advantage in Imperial, that will just snowball the game really quickly. Yeah, Essie makes a good point. These crossbows are a very Frankish strategy. Alright, so Ulysses is now going up to Imperial Age, but Promi has been there for a while. Don't have any Imperial Age upgrades as far as I can tell. But we got Capgram coming, plate barding armored. Let's switch back to the numbers here. Promi's got a military advantage. And these Maginots are I think, saving Ulysses right now. But we'll see if Ulysses can hold on here. Promi's also got the castle here, which can help defend. Right, Arbalest and got Bracer. And Brinks can't get Bracer. So I think Ulysses needs to do a tech shift here. Those Halberdiers are not going to do anything against the ranged army here. Alright, so we've got Iron Casting, but do we... That must be just for the Halberdiers and Ink Engineers. I guess those are better than crossbows in Imperial Age, but there's no infantry from Promi. Yeah, so if Ulysses ends up losing this game, I would say it come down to the later Imperial Age upgrade and just not optimizing his army to face off against Promi. But as I say that, Ulysses has the better army numbers. Got an attack coming from two different sides here. This TC is going to go down, I think, which will be huge. Let's see, Promi's got 1, 2, only 2 TCs left. But Promi's basically full movement at this point, so that wouldn't hurt as much as it could. That lumber camp is going to go down. Alright, so the army numbers have equalized, but if the armies have, if the armies remain unchanged, the Promi's army is just going to be so much more efficient. Ulysses is also losing a lot of archers to try and gather wood from this lumber camp, or from this one. And he could gather wood from these other little forests, but yeah, it's kind of hard to script in an AI to tell the builders where to gather wood from. But see, Promi's gathering from this backwood here, but doesn't have a lumber camp by them. So I can't really say which AI is better at picking lumber camp drop sites. It's kind of what I mean when this map is a very aggressive map. You gotta take the center and take control of it before resources die out. And I'd say if it goes to post-Imperial Age, I think the Chinese have the better advantage in a trash war. But it might not come to that. Promi's full into the chicken news right now, with all upgrades, even the rocketry upgrade. I don't think we're even seeing complete skirmisher from Ulysses, so I think this is going to snowball and earn Promi the second victory. We'll see how it plays out, though. These rounds would be good if I had some range units to back them up, but sadly no chance for that anymore. We got the tower from the first attack of the game, and it's going to go down. And there's some trebuchets. We got a question, is this on HD? No, this is with the Willow Kingdoms. Basically the HD expansions, but running on user patch. Similar to what you might have played on Vubly. And that's GG called from Ulysses. That makes it Promi 2, Ulysses 0. And since that's the best of 3, that means that Promi wins the match.